so sorry to be so crass. I'm so sorry to swear at you. So sorry. I didn't mean to do it. Didn't mean it. When are the numbers coming in? Never. Oh man, this might be my latest live stream, latest start to a live stream anyway. And I think I've already lost, oops. I think I've already lost momentum with YouTube. This is so weird. I mean, I just live streamed yesterday, but you know, it was a boring one. So I get it. No one cares. But I am in the midst of planning a live show in the empty rental house, and it's going to be so much fun. I already have people booked for it. I already have a plan. It's going to happen. I'm just so pumped to be having that about to happen. I went to 2 open mics tonight, checking it out, scoping the scene for talent. And there isn't much here, I gotta tell you. There is not much, there's not much talent in the city that I've seen so far. I'm going to see talent soon. Sooner or later I will see talent, but I'm gonna get them at the empty rental house. By the way, I was reviewing some footage from the empty rental, and I think I was filming those balloons for a while, and I fast forwarded through the footage, and some of the balloons were moving, which is fine. There's going to be a draft, I guess, in the house, but the heat never came on. It's warm where I am, so no heat, no air. I'm about to run a yellow light, okay. No heat, no air, and yet those balloons were moving. So I just got back from I just left 2 open mics, and I only saw one person who I want to have on the empty rental live show, but I can't have that person. You know why? They're a drunk, and you can't have drunks at an empty rental house. There's a Cybertruck right here, Cybertruck. You can't have drunks at an empty rental house. You will lose your deposit. But things are coming together because I have another guy working with me for the empty rental house. What's up, Mud Sharks Unite? Am I a mud shark? I don't know. I don't know if I am. I might be. His name is Ron, and he's nuts. My kind of entertainer. So I'm looking for nuts, nutsos, weirdos. I'm looking for people with mental illnesses. Those are my people. Those are the best people to watch do comedy, not seriously. So that's what I'm scoping out. I'm looking for the weirdos in the town that I'm in. And I found one, but like I said, you can't get drunk, man. Apparently, I scoped him out. I interviewed other people, and they told me that this guy is missing part of his brain, so nobody knows if it's because he drinks or because part of his brain is missing. No one knows. And I'm like, well, I can't take the risk. Definitely can't take the risk. Cannot have this guy in an empty rental. But I do have, I have 3 other people doing pre-recorded remote segments, which will be fun. And this show needs to happen within the next, what's the date? Within the next 2 weeks for sure. Less than 2 weeks. It needs to happen because I won't be in the town I'm in anymore. I will be traveling to Timonium, Maryland to do Magoopies Comedy Club, which is in Maryland, like I just said. And also, where else? And then I will be and then I will be back in Pittsburgh. And then because I can't go to the desert when I have these bookings that are going to be paying me so much money, like a lot of money, and they just came in, so I got to do it. So I want to put this show on as soon as possible for everybody who watches this, and even people who don't watch this. I'm just going to put it on as soon as possible. I can't get my fucking internet any sooner than I want it, which is bullshit. I've never gone through AT&T, but AT&T's fine. They have a great price. There's no contract, so I can get the internet set up for 2 weeks only, and that'll be fine, you know. But I have to wait for them to mail the modem, and usually I'm able to get it way sooner than these people are going to give it to me. I'm hoping that they're going to deliver it. I'm hoping it'll get delivered in 2 days. They told me it would take something like 1 to 7 days, and I'm like, 7 days is unacceptable. 5 days is unacceptable. Let me go pick it up in person at an AT&T store. And they're like, that's impossible. 3 people told me it was possible. And then I called a couple stores, and then the stores were like, that's not possible. We don't even keep internet equipment in the store. So I have to wait for it to get delivered, which is like, come on, man. There's the guy before me who was renting the place. He left his modem. I don't know why there isn't a way for me to just use his modem, but he's not returning it because he's gone. So he's going to get charged $150 for not returning his modem. He would rather get charged $150 than just give me his login information and transfer the internet into my name. But that's fine, whatever. I signed up today, and it will be delivered, and then I will have internet at the house to be able to live stream from my laptop, and I will have 2 microphones, and I will have as many camera angles as I can get. I have a live streaming guy. I have a podcast guy who and you know what? If he doesn't come through, I'm just gonna research it myself. I'm gonna do it myself. How hard could it be? An idiot can fucking live stream. What I'm doing is a little bit more elaborate than just your basic live stream, but guess what? I also have a juggler. Fuck you, everybody. I've got a juggler coming to the house. This motherfucker juggles torches and knives while on a unicycle. Who doesn't want to see that shit? I know I do. We can't do it in the house. We might have to move out to the yard for that portion of the show. How exciting. How exciting. But, you know, I don't know. I'm going to need a spotlight. I don't know. That might be too much. I might just have him. I don't know. Can somebody fit on a unicycle in the house? Maybe I'll have him do it separately. Also, we can't be juggling knives in front of a live audience. By the way, there's going to be a live audience. Did I tell you that? I don't know how many people are going to show up. I could probably fit 20 to 25 people. Now, some people are suggesting that I have chairs. And some people are offering to give me chairs, folding chairs. I'm like, I don't even know if I want the folding chairs. What if people just come and they stand or they sit on the floor? No one's going to sit on the floor, but what if they just come and they stand and they watch the show that way? We could fit more people in that way than if we brought chairs in. But I've got 2 people who have chairs. I have 2 chair guys. I got 2 chair guys, a juggle guy, a unicycle guy, which is the same guy. This motherfucker needs to be juggling torches, though. I think that needs to happen. See, I can't just have a few chairs. I can't have a few chairs because if you have just 2 chairs, then everybody's going to want a chair. They're going to be like, well, come on, I don't have a chair. What, are we going to have 1 row of chairs? No. It's either all chairs or no chairs. That's how I roll. So, but if we put chairs in there, that's going to be a whole thing. And then there's going to be a possibility of scratching the floor. I don't even know if the floor can be scratched. It's laminated wood or whatever. It's like wood. It's like fake wood. Can you scratch fake wood? So, I don't think I could do the chairs, man. And I have 3 fucking hilarious people who are going to be doing remote segments with me. I'm going to host it. I will not be doing any stand-up comedy, but that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Is going out on the town and finding the most fucked up, mentally insane stand-up comedians that I can find, and I'm going to bring them to the rental house, and we're we're gonna have a great time. You know how difficult it is for me to sit through an open mic these days? Every dude sounds like Shane Gillis. It's like there's a guy who is 100% ripping off of Shane Gillis's cadence, mannerisms. He even is trying to make himself sound like Shane Gillis in the tone of his voice. And it's like, we all see it, dude. Quit it. Quit it. And so he was on both open mics tonight. And it's like people just, I get it. When you're new, I don't know how new this guy is, but when you're new, you just pick up other people's cadences and you basically copy people. And so the second open mic that I saw him on, he was doing the Shane Gillis thing. And it's just a way to fake confidence. And so it wasn't working with the second crowd. So he started dropping it because he was losing confidence. So he started going inside of his shell a little bit. And then it's like, good, you need that. You need to fucking bomb your ass off doing an impression of someone else so that you can be yourself. And this guy said he was from Midwestern Pennsylvania, which is where Shane Gillis is from. He's from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. But it's like, no, people from Mechanicsburg, they don't say dude after some of their punchlines. They don't, whatever. It's very hard for me to not just walk up to that person and go, you're doing a Shane Gillis. Cut it off, cut it out. Knock it off. Well, it's not my home, so, and I get along with psychos for the most part. I don't get along with the actual psychos, but people who are psychos who are funny. I'm talking about psychotic and comedic nature, not actually psychotic. So psychotic and comedic nature is amazing. It's the best. And I have somebody who's like a on-call person. I haven't reached out to them. She actually is psychotic. She's not dangerous, but she's very entertaining to listen to behind a microphone for a limited amount of time. I'm going to invite her, and but the thing that's really exciting is that I've got to do this show. I have less than 2 weeks to do this show. I've got to throw it together. I can't do it before the Super Bowl. I can't do a Super Bowl weekend. And I don't know if I should do it on a weekday or a weekend. I don't know. I feel like a weeknight would be a better time for actually live streaming. I feel like more people would tune in. But what do I know? I've only done like 6 live streams. I don't fucking know. And, alright. And then, if I do it on a weekend, the funniest comedians will not be available. They will be out of town or in town doing the best showcases. So, I run a great showcase, but I just don't have the time to really cultivate a regular thing, because I have to leave town now that I have these other bookings that just popped up at Magooby's in Maryland, and also Kent State, and somewhere in Kentucky that I can't remember. So I'm gonna do that, and then there's a week off in between, and I think I might be on. I think I might jump on a Lemaire Lee stand-up show because he's coming to Pittsburgh. So, and I know him. And then after that, after that's going to be the desert, I think. Or maybe I'll just come back to this little town. I actually like it here. It's not too bad. But where I am now will probably be too hot in the summer, which I'm not into that. I absolutely hate the heat. But anyway, open mics they're just fucking, I can't sit through it, man. Every person, I'm like, you're not original, you're somebody else, you're not funny, you're boring. It's so much boring shit. But I will be going to the more popular showcases probably this weekend. There's a comedy club in town where I am. I'm going to hit up the comedy club. I'm going to see who the fuck is there. And the thing about my show that's going to be live from the empty rental house is that nobody's going to get paid. There's no cover charge, and no one's going to get paid. So everybody doing it is going to be doing it for the fun of it, which is really great, because then you have the people who are really excited to be there doing it. And there are plenty of funny people who will do stuff like that just because they love it. And I like to select people who are, like I said, batshit crazy, but if they're not, like, comedically, they're not going to be batshit crazy in that I will lose my deposit. That will not happen, because I do not want that. I am responsible enough to not have that happen, but they will be batshit crazy comedically. I don't have a name for the show yet, and I don't have a date for the show yet, but it's all coming together, and I'm very excited. Because, why not? I mean, anytime you have access to an empty rental house, why would you not do a show there? I don't understand why you wouldn't do a show there. The place has no furniture. We're going to be doing a variety show there with like renovation equipment in the fucking bedrooms and living rooms. I will not touch any of Renovator Jim's items. They will all remain exactly where they are. There won't be a single trace of the show ever having happened. I will not be providing alcohol. I guess people can bring their own alcohol. There will not be drug use inside of the empty rental house. I think it's going to be pretty great. I think it's going to be a pretty great 90 minutes to 2 hours of entertainment for something that was absolutely last minute thrown together and cultivated by me. Now, I don't have much to work with. You know, what the city I'm in is limited as far as talent goes, but hey, I can make up for whatever everybody else lacks. Holy shit, that car is in the middle of the street. All right. So, there you go. There you go. Man, it's really fun. I love stuff like this. I used to do stuff like this a lot more. And then you get into doing stand-up, and you start working clubs, you start working the road, and that's your focus. If you're somebody who didn't move to New York or LA, like I did not move to New York or LA until I was already like 16 or 17 years in. And then when I got there, I was like, okay, I moved here way too late. Everyone's young. Everyone's in their 20s. Now, I stood out because I had all of that experience, and it was a weird experience, because when you do a showcase, I'm not talking about at the Comedy Cellar because I never performed there and I never tried to, but getting past at the other clubs in town, and I do a showcase and I'm like one of the funniest ones on the lineup, I felt so weird about that. I was like, this shouldn't be happening. But everyone else just didn't have they didn't have the experience that I have in front of so many different crowds in every part of the country except for the West. And you know, they just didn't have like this polish, and they're in the club for some other reason. Like, they have a lot of followers online, which is very important now. Like, I don't have that, so people won't give me a chance because I don't have that. But if they see me, they're like, oh fuck, okay. And you know, you can say whatever the fuck you want. I don't give a shit who you are. I'm funny on stage. You can't take away like all of the years of experience that I have in every different crowd that I've been in front of. So maybe my confidence goes down a little bit depending on what's going on. But once I get away from that, all of that bullshit, I'm good. So yeah. perfect person to throw together a last minute show. And some people were like, I see some people, not in this chat, because I'm not even looking at this chat, but I saw some people in somebody else's chat like, she's so fucking dumb. She doesn't even want to put on a comedy show at a comedy venue. It's like, no, I don't. That's what's fun about it. It's a fucking empty rental house. Are you serious? It's weird as shit. It's not supposed to be a professional, it's not supposed to be like that. I don't want that. If I wanted that, I would do it at a comedy club. You're missing the point. But people say shit like that because, you know, they're dumb. They don't get it. They don't get it. I've done a couple of variety shows in my life, and oh my fucking god, it's just like there's a type of comedy that you just can't really do at a comedy club that I absolutely love, feels so good to me. And I'm not talking about like bullshit alternative comedy, like that's not, that a lot of people don't think is funny. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about legitimately funny stuff, legitimately funny comedians, but they're not mainstream, and they can't be mainstream because there's nothing about them that's marketable or something. I mean, but let's be honest, like somebody like a Mitch Hedberg rarely even gets through because there's a whole system. Mitch Hedberg got through without social media. And if even today though, if Mitch Hedberg, I mean, maybe some people are putting Mitch Hedberg clips online. I think I did see one. But if somebody just chopped up all of what Mitch Hedberg did and they put it online on TikTok, or you know, all the social media platforms, it would go viral because he's still that original. I mean, there was nothing else like Mitch Hedberg, and there never will be again. And I guess you could say the same for, well, I don't know, I can't think right now, but I'm driving. I missed my exit, so I had to do the whole highway, what's it called, like a clover leaf pattern, because I missed my exit. So today, I don't know, it's like, I guess people can be funny online, but they have absolutely no skills in front of crowds. And what also sucks, but is also good, is that crowds don't even care anymore. They don't care. Crowds are just showing up to see their favorite online personality. They don't even give a fuck if the show is good or not. They're like, ooh, I know that guy. Let me get a picture with him. And then they just want to get a fucking picture and then post it to their social media so that they look like, you know, they were close to somebody that they liked. And that's like, fine, that's great. I think it's amazing. But it's also clogging up the system a little bit. But at the same time, you could say, okay, it's clogging up the system, but here's the thing. I just don't think that the cream is not rising to the top. The cream is not rising to the top for so many reasons. That is gone. That system doesn't exist anymore. You would think that this time, out of every other time, would be the time when the cream does rise to the top even faster. But it is not happening that way. I don't know what it is. I don't know if people's sensibilities have changed and they just don't think that, they don't think what's actually funny is funny anymore. I don't know. Who were we booking? I don't know, man. I don't know. I have a lot of rants about comedy, but and then I have a label. I have two labels which it doesn't fucking matter. That doesn't mean anything anymore. But I have 2 labels who want my album, but one of them is big. The other, there's like 2 big labels, I think, that are kind of knocking it out of the park right now when it comes to pumping out comedy albums, and one of them loves me and the other one I did not submit to because I don't have a contact info. But then there's a third one. You guys are gonna shit your fucking pants. What's that guy's name? Lenny? What's Lenny? Oh, Lenny Marcus. Lenny Marcus has a comedy what's a label. Lenny Marcus has a comedy label called Skinny Boy Records, and he's like, he'll put your album out. He'll put your album out. I gotta go in the house. Anyway, he'll put your album out. I know what to do. Turn this up. Is that any better? Lenny Marcus will put your album out like 800-Pound Gorilla Records or Comedy Dynamics, and make sure that you get it on Sirius XM. But Lenny's label only takes 10%. And the other labels, if you're a nobody, I'm sure you can negotiate if you're somebody, but if you're a nobody, they want 50%, and that is still kind of negotiable. I asked if it was negotiable, and they said yes, but I don't have a place to do it. The only place I know of to do it that would be really good is Go Bananas, because they're known for like being a great room to record an album in. But that place is not the same as when I used to work there or live there. It's just not. I don't even know how they're still open, basically. But the crowds are great. Like, they really lucked out by having just a great room in a great town with great crowds. But there's nobody running that place. So there was a guy running it who used to open for Theo Von constantly. And he doesn't run it anymore because he was booking it a certain way that just wasn't good for the room. But that's what the guy before him did. That's all bookers do. They just book whatever their taste is, which is fine. But also you have to have a good mix of the two. You have to have good comedic sensibilities and know what is truly in the vein of funny and original. And then you also have to go with what is the crowd responding to. So if you have a good mix of the two. I think that James at Governors does that, but also James is like, he's too much to the way of the crowd a little bit. But maybe that's good. I don't know. Like, because it means that if you kill there, you can have a shot. That's the only reason I got moved up at Governors, was because he was like, the crowd fucking loves you. You know, I murdered, and he was like, yep, crowd loves you. You're being promoted. So, but some bookers, it's very rare that you have a booker that balances both of those things. It's either going to be somebody who just is like, oh, I'm going to book my fucking boys. And then it's like, yeah, your club's going to go to shit because of that. And it's a guy who's like, okay, whatever, I'll just book. But those people are running out anyway. Those people are running out, I think, because you don't really have people doing that anymore who are actually eyeing talent and trying to develop it. Because the whole comedy system now is more on the comedian to bring the audience and sell the tickets than it is on the club. It used to be more on the club. So then the club would have to make sure that whoever they booked was funny. It was their responsibility. But now it's 100% on the comedian or whoever it is, the online YouTube star. So you don't have to. All right, let me check some of these fucking chats, even though I'm probably going to see some bullshit in here. Hey, what's up? You're in the right spot for nuts and wackos. How do you know? How do you know? You don't know where I am, but I know what you mean. No cops behind me. I didn't get any tickets. Bob Zaney, book Bob Zaney. You know what's funny is I actually thought about reaching out to him lately, but I don't know if he would remember me these days. Bob Zaney, the last I heard, was doing theaters with Kostaki Economopoulos. Because why? Wait, why was he doing that? Bob Zaney was on America's Got Talent, I think, so he got a little bit of some kind of bump from that. And then Kostaki, I don't know what Kostaki did, but they were pairing up and doing theaters together. I was booked to be on one of their shows in West Virginia, but I canceled because of some bullshit that happened with the booker that I was not accepting. You can get a modem for just 2 weeks. That's what they're telling me. And I'm going to do it. And if they give me any trouble, I'm going to fight it. But yeah, all I have to do, there's no contract. So if I just sign up for the internet, I can just use that. I can use it while I'm here, and then I can return it. As long as I return it, I don't have to pay for the modem. AT&T sucks. Well, some places some places are able to deliver the modem to you like the next day, which is fantastic. But I've never ordered a modem in this city that I'm currently in, and I've never used AT&T for anything. So we'll see how it goes. What's up, Jake Hudson? Dude, chainsaw juggling, I would love to see, but also that would give me so much anxiety. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Felicia's Empty Rental House of Horrors. This is turning into a whole production. Yeah. No budget. I'm not angry. You know what? My impatient, I went to counseling today, and I told my counselor that, I don't know, I was basically, like, I was like, I know we're supposed to revisit traumatic things that happened, but it's really exhausting, and I feel like it's keeping me in a place that's sad, because once a week I'm focusing on the things that happened to me, and part of my goal of therapy is disconnecting my self-worth from the things that happened to me. So that's hard to do when you're focused on it every week. And I was like, I don't want to quit EMDR trauma therapy, but maybe I need a little bit of a break. And then her theory was that I haven't had the time to integrate the progress that I've made, and that it would be okay to talk about some other things for a while. And it's very difficult. And I asked her how she knows, like, when do you know when PTSD is clearing up? And she said it just depends. You could take like a personal inventory of what your goals were when we started, which was almost a year ago. So I've been in EMDR therapy for 11 months. And so she reminded me of like what my goals were when I started. And then she said we can also do another assessment, which is basically the test for PTSD. And we can compare your results now to the results that you got 11 months ago. and I haven't done that yet. I'm going to do that tomorrow, so we'll see. But I was like, I can't. I don't know. Sometimes when you're in counseling, you feel like I can't do this forever. I can't be talking about this stuff and doing this forever. So, and I have made progress. I've made a lot of progress because I was in such a bad place. I couldn't get out of bed, and like I've never really I've experienced parts of my life where something happened and it made me sad, and it was tough to be motivated to go out and do things, but never like this. I've never experienced anything like what I've gone through. And it's just like I feel like it just completely changed a lot. So EMDR was the only thing that moved the needle. So really, I've been in therapy for 16 months, because before the EMDR therapy started, I was in cognitive behavioral therapy for 5 months, trying to finish the grieving process, and that wasn't helping me. And I am responsive to therapy, because I've been to therapy before for different things, and I'm very responsive, and I take to it quickly. So that's when that therapist suggested that I might have PTSD and that I should get tested for it, and I should possibly get trauma therapy. So that's what I did. So she had no reason and no incentive to send me to a completely different therapist who's unrelated to the company where she worked. So I did that, and so 16 months. I've 16 months in therapy now, and that CBT therapy was 5 months, and then the EMDR trauma therapy has been 11 months. So, and I haven't even been doing the EMDR every week. So EMDR, what you have to do is you take certain memories that you have, and you kind of just hone in on them, things that happened to you that were traumatic or whatever, and then you kind of hone in on them, and they really dig deep. So I don't even remember what made me start talking about this. Oh, anger. Yeah, so my anger, probably 2 weeks during the holidays, my anger really dissipated, because I just started doing work on my own because I couldn't see my counselor. So my anger dissipated, and then I felt like weird, because it's like once the anger was gone, it's like, what do you even, what do I do now? I've been so angry or depressed for so long. Now I kind of feel awkward. I don't even know how to be anymore. But then there's just sadness, and when the anger is there, the sadness is there too. But then there's just like sadness, and you're like, fuck. And you're just thinking about it every week. You're like revisiting not the same exact memory, but different memories. When you do EMDR therapy, though, you do focus on one memory for as long as it takes for you to process all of the emotions that you couldn't at the time. So in my particular situation, anytime something happened that could be considered traumatic, I wasn't allowed to process the emotions that came with it, because I was not allowed to have a voice anymore. I had put myself in that situation and remained in it and didn't really know how to get out. So anyway, so that now the anger is like dissipated, and then, but after talking to my counselor today, I'm like, she's trying to tell me about the things that we've been working on, separating my self-worth from the things that had happened to me. I don't know why I just said that had happened, but the things that happened to me. And she's like, yeah, you still haven't done that. I'm like, it feels like I slowly am. I used to be so different. Like nothing has ever, I've never gone through anything that changed me as much as a person as what I've been through somewhat recently. And it's just like, you'll never understand it. There are no answers. You'll never understand it. And you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to be able to understand some things that happen to you. Because if you did, that would mean you're just as sick as the things that happen to you. So there's certain explanations. There's certain things you can get out of it that you can accept and try to accept and understand, but at the end of the day, it's just like, fuck, this is exhausting. This is so exhausting to try to accept, not to try to accept, but to try to understand, because it's illogical. There's no logic to some things. So I think I think I've been exhausted. So now I'm like, okay, anger for the most part is gone, but my impatience is coming back. And something I've realized is like my impatience has really done a lot for me. And I think my impatience has helped me way more than it's hurt me. And so that kind of feels good, because at least I feel something again. At least there's something there. My impatience helps me get things done, and it does give me a certain edge that, helps to make me funny, helps me to be competitive. And I'm not competitive in an unhealthy way. I'm competitive in a very healthy way, but I've always enjoyed that. So I think I'm finally getting to a place where, okay, that's coming back. Because you can't get rid of like all of the tense emotions. You just can't. It's not, I don't think it's good for you. And I think it's pretty boring as well. So I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna retake the PTSD assessment, and we'll see where I'm at with that and how much progress I've made. But I definitely don't feel done with therapy. I'm not there, but I don't know. It's also just like fucking, it's so fucking exhausting. So no, I'm not driving angry, and I wasn't driving angry. Throw a mattress on the floor for what? For what? Oh, you have a sob? I don't know. There's like a whole group of people with sobs. Chair. I love trail mix. Dude, okay, so is the rap battle still on? I got 3 rappers. I've been doing a lot since I've been in this empty rental. You have no idea. Like, I get shit done. I just do. That's why a lot of people just can't hang with me, and it makes other people, for some reason, it makes them feel like they're less than or something. I don't get that. I don't understand that, because I'm a very supportive and loving person. But for some reason, people are just like, you fucking do too much. And it feels good to be doing a lot more now, because I've, been sad and depressed and stuck in bed and all that stuff, and not really having a will to live. Not that I was gonna ever kill myself, because I'd never do that. I would never do that. The thought of doing that is disgusting to me. There's no good way to do it. That isn't gross. Okay, so I have 3 people. I don't know who they are. I don't know their names yet, but I got a guy who knows 3 rappers. So I will be in touch with these rappers to see what's up about them. The rappers are different from comics, so who knows? I don't know who's Vince Champ. Is that a wrestling guy? Any tips for a beginner comedian? No. No, I'm not driving through the desert yet. I don't have sideburns. Do you wax your sideburns? I don't have sideburns. So no, I don't need to get rid of anything because I don't have anything. No, it's not Ray's Lemaire. It's the Lemaire Lee. A cactus for a housewarming gift. I don't live here, so I will be getting no housewarming gifts. Are you headlining open mics now? No. My tip for my tip for a beginner comics would be to be original. You can't be original when you're first starting out. You just can't. I mean, I'm not saying you steal material, don't steal material, but like, I don't know. I have a different assessment because I started when I was 18. So for me, it was like, I was just doing what I thought would be funny. And then somewhere around like 1 year in, I met Colin Quinn, and he told me, don't talk about what you think is funny, talk about what makes you angry. And I never did that because I think I tried it, but it didn't work for me because if I'm angry, people don't, I lose my likability when I'm angry. People hate it on me. What's Delta House 2.0? I don't know what that is. No, I'm not doxing the address. I mean, I'm doxing it to the people who will be coming over, but I'm not doxing it on the internet. Yeah, call me crazy all you fucking want. I don't give a shit. There's legitimate, like, I don't get drunk. I don't do drugs of any kind. No drug. I don't even smoke pot. So, and there's nothing wrong with my mental health. Other than, I guess, I've been diagnosed with PTSD, if you want to count that as there being, something there. But it's like, fuck these people who think all this shit. That's the easiest way to discredit somebody because it's just so lazy. People call people crazy when they have no water holding rebuttal to anything. It's the laziest, most boring thing you can say about someone. It's just that's what everybody says. All the trolls go straight for that because they have no imagination or originality. And it doesn't even matter anyway because the way that a person is online is like, it can be interpreted in so many different ways. Everyone's viewing whatever is happening through their own lens. No, I'm not in Louisville. Sorry. Hey, Ted E. These people probably aren't even watching. Nope, not Kentucky. Yep, I am a polished comic. Except for when I'm doing new stuff. I should put out a set. I have like a 2.5 minute chunk of a set that I did in Cincinnati a couple of weeks ago where I had 0 new material. I didn't feel like doing my old jokes. I didn't have any new jokes to work on. So I just went up there and did a bunch of BS, and it was a lot of fun. Marry me. Alternative comedy is funny. Comics say it's not funny. Well, some alternative comedy is funny. What's the guy? I can't think of his name, but he's like Eugene Merman. I don't get it. When I was 19, I sent Eugene Merman an email that said, "Where are your punchlines?" And I wasn't like trying to be mean. I was like, literally, I don't get what you do. I don't fucking get it, and I love comedy, and I have a great sense of humor, and I get all kinds of comedy. I don't get what you're doing. And he sent me an email back like, what do you mean? And I think I just didn't get back to him. But he was like in that vein, right, of like alternative comedy. But the vein of alternative comedy that is like, see, I don't even like the term alternative comedy. It just means that it's not mainstream, but like a Brent Weinbach to me is fucking hilarious. I think that Andy Kindler is Andy Kindler is such a weird example because he's not alternative. He's like, he should be like he should be considered a mainstream comedian, but nobody gets him. And I don't understand that because I think Andy Kindler is hilarious. And my dad loves stand-up comedy, and I think Andy's hilarious. So I would show my dad Andy Kindler clips, and he's just like, I don't get it. And I'm like, how do you not get this? This is fucking hilarious. To me, it's hilarious. There's a set of Andy Kindler doing, oh, I can't remember the name of it, but it's at some college. He's doing a college show. It's on YouTube. It should still be up. And it's so fucking funny. I mean, he's like, and he's doing very well. And I showed this to my dad, and my dad's like, I don't get it. But, so I guess some people just, they do not understand his sense of humor. It's like, why is that? What is Andy Kindler? I don't get it. Andy Kindler has this joke that he did on Letterman where he says, do you think on the Titanic, when they were giving the tour, they were like, here is the ballroom, and now here is the dining room, and here is your bedroom, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. I think that joke is so funny, and it's like, I don't know, man. I don't know why people don't get Andy Kindler. He used to come to Go Bananas like once a year, and he would people would walk. He would walk people. Like, so many people would leave because they didn't get it. And the booker was like, I love Andy Kindler, but he walks too many people, so you can't have him back. And some people think that Andy Kindler's a little bit too inside baseball, but that's just I just think that that's the case with his, what do you call it, State of the Union comedy address, whatever he called that. That was too inside baseball because it was supposed to be. But Andy Kindler's stand-up, it's like, I don't know. I wouldn't consider him alternative, but I guess he somehow is. So Brent Weinbach is definitely, I would put in that category of like alternative comedy. But it's just, I saw Brent Weinbach, same thing. I saw Brent Weinbach at Go Bananas, and people walked, because they didn't get it. But it's like, how the fuck do you not understand? Like, your imagination can't go just a little bit outside of regular life and reality. I don't get that about some people, but I think that Brent Weinbach is hilarious. And then, of course, Andy Kaufman. I don't even know if you could even call him. But there needs to be a better name for alternative comedy. That's for sure. I mean, it's just, you can't. I don't know. That name just puts a bad. It's just they're not good. Who else is fucking alternative? I can't remember. There are more comics, I guess, but anyway, yeah. I agree. Some alternative comedy's funny, some's not. I don't think Eugene Merman's funny. Eugene Merman is my version of the Andy Kindler, I guess. I'm not in Louisville. Why do you guys think I'm in Louisville? It's so weird. You're a bonehead. I'm not gonna die. It's hands-free. Like, you guys worried? I'm not looking at the screen. I'm looking at the road, and both of my hands are on the wheel. So it's all good. Hello? Are you a troll? I might have to get rid of one of these people who might be a troll. Oh, yeah. If it's mean-spirited, then yeah, I gotta get rid of it. Also, there's another person in here who I'm not into. Yeah, Lenny Marcus, Skinny Boy Records. Liam McEnany does what? No, I would get 90%. He gets 10%. The most overrated comedian in history? Wow, that's a good question. Who's the most overrated comedian in history? Who do you guys think it is? Let me think. I don't know. I don't think I can come up with an answer quickly because I have to go through the whole list. Yeah, I'd have to go through the whole list. I don't know. I'm thinking of all the legends because you'd have to be legendary to be that famous. You have to be legendary to be overrated. So the most overrated. I feel like saying Carlin, but that's not true. So I can't say Carlin. Let me keep thinking. Overrated. Overrated. I can't think of anybody right now because I'm going throughout all of time. So, hmm. 70s. Everybody who came out of the 80s was like it might be somebody from the 80s. But I'm trying to think of who came out of the 80s. Everybody who came out of the 80s basically got a sitcom. Oh, what if this would be a controversial one, but what if Robin Williams? Because honestly, it might be Robin Williams, but he didn't get famous for his stand-up, did he? He got famous for his acting, right? So he's not overrated as an actor, but he might be overrated as a comedian. Yeah, he's much better at acting and improvisation, right? So maybe Robin Williams. Who else? I feel like this is also controversial, but I need to watch more Richard Pryor because I've only listened to Richard Pryor a very short amount of Richard Pryor, small portion. So I need to watch more of him because he's a legend. And a lot of people say he's the best comedian ever, that. But there's something about Richard Pryor that makes me go, I'm not sure about that guy. But he was definitely comfortable. So I need to watch more Richard Pryor, I think. And I think he was also very important for the time. So maybe that is something I can't get because it was a different time. So maybe I can't say, but he's definitely one of the legends that I haven't felt really inspired to dive into. Um, now I'm going by race because I'm like, I don't know who came out of the 90s or the early 2000s. So if I go by race, but it's weird because there are people who absolutely destroy in person in clubs, and it doesn't translate on screen. I feel like Dave Attell was kind of like that because I always thought Dave Attell was like funny enough. I'm like, yeah, he's funny, but it wasn't until I saw him in person that I was like, this is fucking magic. There is something magical about this. And I saw him, let's see, 3, 4, probably 5 or 6 years ago was the first time I ever saw Dave Attell in person. I saw him at Hilarities, and I couldn't believe it. I could not fucking believe it. And then a couple of years ago, I saw him again at Governor's. Wasn't the same, but so that's it, where I'm like, I've seen Dave Attell on television ever since I was in middle school or high school. And, you know, always known who he was, kind of liked his personality, but, you know, watching him do stand up on television, I'm like, it's all right. It's funny. Definitely funny. But in person, holy fuck. And he has there's a couple of videos of him online, but it's at the club. It's not like a TV set. It's like there's one clip of him online that's incredible, that is from Philadelphia Helium. He's doing Sandusky jokes, but he's doing other jokes too. And I'm like, this is so fucking good. That translates. So if Dave Attell had maybe shot a special in like a different way or something, like back when I don't know, maybe it would have been different. But that's why there's nothing compares to live stand-up. Definitely not in Wyoming. Yeah, Bob Zaney is a dinosaur. I agree. I used to have Bob's number and I got rid of it because I was like, I'm never gonna call this guy. He wanted my number. It's the only reason I had his number, because he wanted my number. Because he goes, give me your number because you never know. And I was like, all right. And he left a funny voicemail on my phone. But yeah, he's one of those guys. I mean, every guy is kind of like this. Older guy is sort of like that. Not every older guy, but he was one of those ones where I started talking to him about Groucho Marx, and he was kind of like, what do you know about Groucho Marx? I'm like, I fucking know everything about Groucho Marx. I get stereotyped because of the way that I look. Yeah, Zaney and Kostaki were both regulars on Bob and Tom, so maybe it was a Bob and Tom tour after Bob Zaney got on America's Got Talent. What's your take on comedians who go woke and lose their fastballs? Patton Oswalt. I don't know. I don't really have a take on that right now. Oh, a sword swallower would be amazing, but I personally love it. I prefer a fire breather, but we can't do that in the house, obviously. No, I've never met Amy Schumer. I've heard mixed reviews. What? Who are you? Who is this person? Why don't you pretend to be a lesbian when you were 3 months into comedy, so Comedy Central would give you a half-hour special? Because I don't like frauds. What's illegal? What are you talking about? You're pathetic. Fuck you. This, you know what's funny is people who come on here and they're like cruel. They're not like, hey, I'm making fun of you because it's fun. They're just cruel. It's like, it doesn't get to me, you know? You look stupid. You look dumb. You look oddly jealous, and you're just projecting. That's all that is. So everybody sees through it. Oh, fuck. Why can't I get this? I'm trying to, oh, here we go. Okay. There you go. That's it. Hello. Hello. Gil Bravo. Hello. Loving kindness meditations. Sounds gay. I don't have sideburns. I told you guys. What are you talking about? You guys are funny. I've never been to any European countries. Neil Hamburger is funny. Neil Hamburger has a joke that goes like this. What's worse than 9/11? 3/11. That's the best 9/11 joke I've ever heard. Oh, that's funny. Kindler is alternative to himself. Oh, yeah. I need a massage. I need a massage. It's massage time. Wait, there's a clip of Kindler bombing in Canada where he gets mad at the audience. I gotta look that up. Andy Kindler is sativa in the streets and indica in the sheets. Larry David walks himself off. That's true. I didn't make any illegal left turns tonight. I think I made a couple of illegal right turns, though. I don't know who Daniel Simonson is. I'm going to take a screenshot so that I can look up who that is. Garofalo was alt comedy. She had a special where her opener was, "I know Seattle is a socially aware city," and the hilarity did not ensue. Yeah, I was going to say Tim Heidecker. I love Tim Heidecker. There's something about him that I saw Tim Heidecker in New York. We made eye contact, and that was fun. I was sitting in my car, and he was walking. I was sitting in my car, parked, and he was walking on the sidewalk toward me. And so when I first saw him, I was like, I was wearing sunglasses too, and I was like, "Is that Tim Heidecker?" So I was just like staring at him, but he couldn't see that I was staring at him because I was wearing sunglasses. But he probably knew I was because I was looking at him. My head was facing his direction. And he's walking and he's chewing gum, and so he sees me in my car and he starts staring at me too. And so we're just staring at each other. And I'm blank faced and he's chewing gum. And then once he got like 25 feet away, I was like, "Oh yeah, that is Tim Heidecker." And then I smiled at him, and then he was chewing gum as he was like staring at me. And when I smiled at him, he went, and then just kept walking. And I was like, "Oh, I wanted to get a picture with him, but I couldn't." You can't do that because I'm in the car, so I can't like put my window down, and I can't get out of my car because it looks like I'm gonna attack him like a crazy. So that was it. That was my interaction with Tim Heidecker. And I liked his stand-up special. I thought it was funny. And I like his cooking show. I love his videos. They're so fucking good. Yeah, I like him. But I don't know, something about him seems like he might be a dick in person, but maybe he's not. Maybe he's not. I've never seen Rob Schneider's stand-up. I don't think I've seen it. No. I disagree. Tim Allen is funny. I think Tim Allen is funny. I mean, his stand-up, back when he did stand-up, I thought it was funny. Gil Bravo also said Robin Williams before I even knew. Judy Tenuta, I mean, was she overrated? I don't think she was overrated. I mean, meaning I don't even think she was, was she a big deal? I don't think she was a big deal. No, Seinfeld now he's still funny. He's still funny now. Hannah Gadsby, isn't she like, who is that? That's that lady. I don't think she's like, is she huge? I don't know. Wow, everybody's saying Seinfeld is the most overrated, but I disagree. Never seen Damon Wayans stand up. Eddie Ifft is not even a thing. I don't know who Andrew Nathan is either. Matthew Perry wasn't a comic, was he? I was going to say Kevin Hart, but I disagree because his first specials were insanely funny, in my opinion. I listened to Dice's The Day the Laughter Died recently. I'd never heard it before, and it was interesting. Yeah, Williams is a genius, but is he a genius stand-up? Jim Norton thinks Pryor is the best ever. My pick, and I'll die on this hill. Norm Macdonald. Best comedian ever, Norm Macdonald? I don't know if you can. I don't think you can ever pick one person. Most overrated. Norm's not in this conversation. Andrew Dice Clay is overrated, says this guy. Norton No, Norton's funny stand-up. I saw Artie Lang in Pittsburgh. He was huge in Pittsburgh. I saw him at the Funny Bone there. Yeah, Dave Attell is a maestro, that is for sure. Nick Mullen, I've never seen. Nick DiPaolo, I always thought Nick DiPaolo was funny. I met him in person. I didn't like him in person, but I always thought he was funny. So that was disappointing. Dice was definitely not alt, was he? Oh, I don't know if I would consider him alt because he was so mainstream. Usually alt doesn't even go mainstream. Nick, oh yeah, who's Jeremy Kramer? I'm gonna screenshot that if that's a real person. I don't know, but I'll look it up. I don't know who. I've never heard of that name. Stavros. I haven't seen Stavros. I saw his YouTube special. Whatever it is, I'm against it. I'm not 49. Why is everyone saying I'm 50? That's so weird. I was booked in Seattle once, but I had to cancel. I was supposed to co-headline with Sabrina Matthews. Ugh, at Laughs in Kirkland. Is Adam Henniker... Is he a comedian? I don't know because I didn't... I really don't know, like, I just don't know a lot of who is who. But is he actually a comedian? I don't even know who. I've heard some of these names, but I agree with whoever the fuck this person is. Nothing can beat the joke that is this reality, so stand-up is a losing game. God, yeah, you're so fucking right. Nick DiPaolo has a case for the most underrated comedian. I can't get past Heidegger's self-righteous socialist politics. I can do that with David Cross, but not Heidegger, says Cantilever in the chat. I mean, I see Heidegger make some political commentary sometimes, but it's not. David Cross is way more political than Tim Heidegger. I haven't even like watched anything of David Cross's recently, so I gotta catch up on what he's doing. On Cinema is hilarious. Yep. Pissman's Mustard. LA can ruin people. Wow, a lot of people said that Seinfeld was the most overrated comedian, but I disagree. Doug Stanhope is the best. Let's cut the shit, says Melvin Goldstein or Goldstein. Tim's one of the funniest comics. Okay, yep. Stanhope is great. Dude, his latest special has a pedophile joke in there that's like so fucking good the way that he did it. Nick DiPaolo is hilarious. A lot of Nick DiPaolo fans in here. Dice is alt comedy if you consider he's been doing a character for 40 years. He's like Emo Phillips in that way. Ben Avery. I've never seen him. I've never seen his stand up. Uh, 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 uh. I'm doing the chat. I'm doing the chat. What? Mark Normand? I don't even know. Oh man, Mark Normand's what it was the COVID special was interesting. My back hurts. The COVID special was interesting, and I need to watch it again. I want to watch it again, actually. I listened to Jim Brewer last night, Smoke and Brew. Oh my God, so good. I love that. I love that album. It's so funny. And it's got the music, it's got the guitar. Oh man. Why does Marin shit talk so many people? Does he really? Oh, because of the politics. I get it. Listen, I don't give a shit. Well, okay. I've Jim Brewer's special, which I don't remember the name of it, but the COVID special is one of the greatest things. It's like so good just because of the importance and the necessity of it. When I saw that special, I was like, this needs to be mandatory viewing material in high schools across the country. That special was so important. He was like the only comedian, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, talking about that in a way that was just like so common sense, so logical, without even picking a side. And I know he does pick a side. I know he's on a certain side, but that special did not have a political side. That special was pointing out all of the ridiculousness of what was going on. It was so important. Do you guys hate Jim Brewer? Yeah, but Jim Brewer totally got super political now. Or what did he? I don't know. Maybe he's just like a conspiracy guy. He got very conspiracy-ish, I guess is the better way to put it. He had Obama on. Yeah, Marin, I don't know what the deal is with Marin. Well, yeah, I have no idea. Anyway, are you guys pumped about my Empty Rental House live variety show? I am. I'm super fucking pumped about it. It's so funny. You think I'm a coward. I guarantee that the people you look up to are actually cowards. What realtor? What are you talking about? I think Marin has been through a lot, though. That's the thing. Like, he's been through a lot of fucked up things. And his latest girlfriend, died. Like, suddenly. She was a filmmaker, I think. Yeah, I think she was a filmmaker. And their relationship, I think, was just beginning. and I think they were in love and she died. That's so weird. I saw Marin in person. No opener. He did 2 hours. And some random person gave me tickets online. So he was at the Count Basie Center for the Arts in New Jersey, Red Bank, New Jersey, which then later on I performed at, which was really fun. I don't know how many people came here and joined me later, but I guess I should end it because it's after midnight, and I think I want to eat pizza. I listened to an episode of Marin recently, and he interrupts a lot, which is like fine when some people do it. I don't know. Some people can get away with things and other people can't. Right? Anyway, there's a cat on the hood of my car. Midnight pizza, I shouldn't do it. I think I should do it. Oh, Louis Anderson is so fucking good on baskets. I need to watch that show again. No, crosstalk in the chat won't get you banned. Cruelty for the sake of being cruel. Negativity to the point of hatred. It's like, it's just not necessary, you know? There's like, I'm literally one of billions of people online. If not billions, then millions. Hundreds of millions. And you can go somewhere else where the hatred is more welcome. Anyway, so Renovator Jim was over today, and he was caulking more. He didn't caulk me, tell you that. He didn't give me a caulk down. A caulk gun must be really fun. It must be a fun thing to use. I've never used one. I'd like to. So he was over and he was playing music. You know what's funny? When I was a teenager, we had somebody over at the house. I was 15. We had a guy over at the house named Rudy. Rudy was a contractor, and he did so much work to the house. Rudy put in new windows. Rudy put in French doors. Rudy built a deck. Rudy put on a new roof. No, wait, no, he didn't, did he? Rudy put on stone on the front of the house. Rudy did so fucking much, and I was 15, and my parents just let him come over. They let him fucking come over with me there by myself because they trusted this guy. How fucked up is that? So here's the thing I noticed. Rudy would talk to himself all the time, even if I was there and he knew I was there. He'd just talk to himself, and he would sing to himself. Renovator Jim does the same thing. So these contractors are great. These contractors are interesting, man. Because Renovator Jim knows that I'm in one of the bedrooms. He knows I'm in one of the back bedrooms. He knows I'm in there. He texts me every morning. He's like, hey, I'm going to be there at this time this morning. And I'm usually asleep. And so I don't even answer the text. And then I just stay in my room and I hear him working. And I try to envision what he's doing because I have no idea based on the sounds that he's creating that echo all throughout the empty rental house. And I'm like, and then I hear him singing. And then I'm like, okay, this is weird. This is weird, Renovator Jim. Stop singing, Renovator Jim. And today he brought a radio, so he turned on the radio and he was talking to the radio. So, yeah, contractors, they talk to themselves. They sing to themselves. So I opened the door for the first time of the day, and he's standing right there in the hallway, caulking the fuse box. And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, how you doing? It's so weird. It's so fucking weird. I do have a heart. Are you kidding me right now? Neither of them are singing. Neither of them are doing cover songs. They're doing originals. Hit the like button, everybody. Anyone who hasn't hit the like button, swing by and hit the like button. Just do it for me. Please. I appreciate it so much. Yep, Rudy. Rudy is such a good contractor name too, right? No. I get fully clothed before I walk out when Renovator Jim is here. I'm fully clothed and I have my shoes on. I don't mess around like that. I don't do that shit. I make sure that they know that there's no funny business. Caulk guns are not fun? Really? I worked with Tom Rhodes, and I've reached out to him a couple of times. And Tom Rhodes seems like a nice guy. The time that I worked with him, I was in a bad place. And I think that he was disappointed that I wasn't more enthusiastic, which is understandable. Because I know that, if I'm performing and I go to a club and I'm excited to be there and I'm very happy and I want to keep the energy up, and then I meet someone who's a downer, that is depressing. It sucks. And I definitely would have been a downer that week because I was not in a good place. But then later, after I worked with him, I reached out to him a couple of times, and he has always gotten back to me. I don't know if he'd get back to me now. Maybe he would. But I can't go to the bathroom when Renovator Jim is over. There are 2 bathrooms, so actually I could. One of the bathroom has a sliding barn door, and I'm like, I'm not going to use this bathroom when Renovator Jim is over here. Tom Rhodes isn't. He used to open for Kinnison, right? That's his deal. I've worked with so many people. And I'm so grateful that I got to work with so many people, like when I was coming up, because it was such an experience. it was such a good, fun experience, just meeting all of these people and learning from them and being around all these different personalities and just, yeah, gaining all of this experience with both doing stand-up and opening for people in front of all kinds of different crowds, and being around the personalities, and each person is totally different. And then, like, sometimes you really, really hit it off with somebody and you're like, oh, it's the best in the world. It's like, I don't really think I don't think that exists anymore. That whole system doesn't exist anymore. And it's like, it's, I get it. Like, things change. But it blows my mind a little bit, because whenever you go on the road, before headliners brought their own features and MCs, everybody was from a separate place, and then three people come together to work with each other, and it's like, that's your family for the weekend. So the headliner, and you all share a green room together, and you're just three strangers coming together, and you feel like kindred spirits because you're all doing the same thing. And it there was truly like a sort of sense of community, and if anybody didn't fall into that rhythm, they were considered to be a dick. So I think that is the thing that seems to be missing now, is that because there's not really much of that type of hierarchy anymore, there's not much of a hierarchy in terms of who is a master of the craft or whatever. Like, that's all gone. So the sense of community surrounding that is all gone. It's kind of, it was always every man for himself, but then when you go into that dynamic, it's like, different. But that whole sense of community is gone, because now everyone's doing their own thing, and three people can come together on a show, and it's just like, but also, what the fuck? What do I know? I was young. I was so young. Yes, Larry was definitely a comedian. I would absolutely categorize him as a comedian. I don't know if podcast ruined live comedy. I don't know what. I don't think it's completely ruined. I just think that the culture has changed. You guys hit the like button? Have you subscribed? It's funny. Every live stream I've done has gotten me like 10 subscribers. It's weird. I didn't know. I guess maybe YouTube is pushing it out or something. I don't know. Are you guys, what's coming up? Are you guys excited for Super Bowl? I don't even know. I don't even know where I'm going to be. I don't know where I'm going to watch it. All I know is everyone I know is rooting for the Eagles. I mean, I do know some people in Kansas City who are rooting for the Chiefs, but it's like boring. I can't unsubscribe people. Subscribe. Subscribe it up. Seriously, subscribe it up. Yesterday here the stars were out. Like it was insane how out they were. They were so bright. I feel like most of the people watching live streams are bots sometimes, but then I don't know, maybe the number of bots changes. I don't know what the largest moon in the solar system is. I have to live stream from my phone because I don't have Wi-Fi in the thing. I have Wi-Fi on my phone, but I prefer live streaming from my laptop. I can't even believe that you people are awake right now. I'm going to be going out every night for the next 2 weeks, I think. I didn't hear any good jokes tonight. I saw one good personality on stage. I didn't hear a single good joke tonight. I put on perfume today before I went out. Yeah, I need to get my album on Sirius, but I need to record a new one. I've only recorded one album ever, and the new one will have different material, and it'll definitely be a better sound quality. But it's like, where the fuck am I gonna, where the fuck am I gonna record? How many people in the chat know someone who has cancer? I feel like everyone knows at least one person who currently has cancer. Do you guys want some pizza? What's up, Doodle? Doodle's so cool, man. I love Doodle. What a cool person to watch all the shows. Ew, are you fucking serious? Do you seriously eat anchovies on your pizza? I feel like the first person ever, I maybe the second person ever I've met. I can see right into the neighbor's windows. What the fuck is wrong with people? Tom, you've got to stop eating anchovies, man. What is wrong with you, dude? I will grill you to death for eating anchovies. Ugh. Yeah, the neighbors have like 4 windows on the side of their house, and the blinds are up on all of them, and the lights are on. And I can see their like fucking cat tube in the window. Fuck yeah, peep. I'm looking a window if it's open. That's on them. That's not on me. I don't see anybody walking around. But the lights are on. The lights are on in the rental house too. I leave all the lights on when I leave the house. Which is probably very annoying for whoever is paying the utilities. But I don't give a fuck. Exactly Route 152 guy. They were asking for it. What were they wearing? Nothing. No shades, no drapes. I went to Whole Foods today and I bought some kombucha. I'm paying the rent, but not the utilities. Well, I'm going to be paying the internet, but only for 2 weeks. Anyway, yeah, so I bought some kombucha today. I was telling my friend about kombucha, and she thought I was disgusting. She was like, how the fuck can you drink kombucha? And I'm like, it's so good. I love it. I love kombucha. I just had kombucha for the first time 4 or 5 months ago, and no, it wasn't even that long ago. Maybe 3 months ago. And I fucking loved it. I had the Synergy brand ginger berry flavor. And they told me, they said, don't drink it every day. Don't shake it. Guess what? I did both of those things. But it's the first sip that I had, I was like, ooh, this is the new thing I'm gonna do. This is my new thing. Cigars were more of a slow burn, but I don't think I should smoke cigars, to be honest with you. I think I have smoked about 4 or 5 cigars ever, which is also something that I started 4 to 5 months ago. And I like it because it's very relaxing, but I don't think it's good for me. So I don't think I can. I have 1 cigar left, so I might smoke that one and then be done forever. But also, I'm going to be working with a headliner who smokes cigars, so I might be smoking a cigar coming up. So maybe I won't smoke the one that I have. I shouldn't be smoking cigars. I don't even get how people can smoke cigarettes, dude. That is so disgusting. Ugh. Maybe I'll do 2 hours. No, I don't really like the taste of them. I just like the way that they make me feel. They make me feel relaxed. They make my shoulders go down. I really wanted a hug tonight, but I couldn't find anybody to give me one. I mean, I couldn't find anybody that I wanted a hug from, but I really wanted a hug tonight. I haven't hugged anybody in a long time. Why would you run away? By the time you run away, I will have stolen your wallet. Fuck no. Dude, that cat was freaking me out. There's one cat around here. I don't know. Maybe it belongs to the fucking neighbors, but it's pretty. It's like one of those it's black, but it has like that brown, whatever you call it. It's like not patches, not spots, but like a brindle cat. And turtle shell, is that what you call them? So yeah, the morning that I found out that I slept with the side door open all night, I opened the door and the cat was like standing there staring at me. Like it was startled, like I was disturbing it, and I'm like, what are you fucking staring at me for? So tonight, I go out to my car to go to the open mics, and the cat was sleeping on my hood. And I don't understand why cats do that, because it wasn't cold out. You don't need to be on the hood. It's not cold. It's not chilly. Get off my fucking hood. I guess because they like to be up high. It's like, go be in a tree. I can't believe people watch live streams. Are they, I mean, I don't get it, man. I mean, yeah, some are fun, but I'm not ordering pizza. I'm just gonna pop a pizza into the oven. That might be fun. I should start waking up earlier. Oh, because I gotta go to the gym. All right. Oh wow. Look. What else I have? You drink these? These are great. I'm so addicted to these. $4.50. Fucking cold in here. I gotta turn up the heat. Oh yeah, we lost some people. I love it. Hit the like button. Hit the motherfucking like button, bitch. Hit the motherfucking like button, bitch. Hit the motherfucking like button, bitch. Hit the fucking like button, bitch. Hold on. Hit the fucking like button, bitch. Hit the like button, you fucking bitch. What? Hey, A. Thompson. Wait, what? No way. AC was canceled? No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't. Not last week. Is that for real? I don't think that's real. People were just talking about it since last week. So Kevin's been saying he might not go this whole time, you guys. Hit the fucking like button. Hit the fucking like button, you bitch. Hit the motherfucking like button, bitch. Clips from Chad's show saying what? That it's canceled? What happened? Somebody catch me up. I missed Chad's show today because I had counseling. And then I had to call. And then I was on the phone with AT&T for like 3 fucking hours. So what happened today? Tell me. Tell me what happened. Woo! I haven't checked the bedrooms since I got back. Oh, it smells in here like something. It smells like sawdust in here. Renovator Jim has been working in this room. I don't know what the fuck he's doing in here. Oh, today he caulked the room. See? He caulked all around there. What fuck does he do all day? He's here all day. He leaves the blinds up too, like a psycho. I think he caulked, yeah, and he caulked the living room. I think he did that the other day. He left this stuff here. I don't touch his stuff. He did all this. The Jackson Pollock of caulk. The Pollock of caulk. The caulk Pollock. He's the caulk Pollock. Is this a good job? I don't even know. Why is this black right here? And then he did a bunch of stuff down there. And then he swept it up and left the stuff there. See? He didn't get to this yet. Okay? He didn't get to this yet. And he did something here, some stuff here, and here, and here, up there. This is all going to be painted. And then, what is it? Look at this. I don't know if you can see, but like there's all over, but then this is didn't get done. Can you see that? Wait, let me see if you can. There, see those holes? They go all the way across. So he didn't get to any of that, but he did stuff down here. And then look at this. What? What is this guy doing? Is he just working all over the place randomly? That's my room. And when I came out of my room, he was right here. He was standing right here when I came out. He caulked around this fuse box today. But look, that's still there. And this is still here. I have no idea what he did in this room. I don't think anything happened in this room. Yeah, nothing happened in this room. So day number 1, he fixed the bonfire and he fixed the caulk around this room. That's all I know that he did in day number 1. Day number 2, I don't know what the fuck he did day number 2. Day number 3, he left all this and all that, but didn't get to this giant hole. I guess maybe he needs to put like some kind of mesh over it or something. And then caulked all over here, and then caulked there, and then left this hole as well. Dude, contractors be taking their sweet ass time. Oh, you know what? Maybe he did something in this room. Oh, he definitely did something in this room. What did he do in this room? I think he took a bunch of, he took he took a bunch of nails out of the wall. See? There's a bunch of nails and screws. So he took a bunch of nails out of the wall in this room. But then this is still here. So far, I don't think this guy is working efficiently so far. Let me see if he did anything. Nope. Didn't do anything in that room. But he did use the toilet because the seat's up. Which, whatever, I don't give a shit. Just a bunch of stuff there. This door locked. And then he was sweeping when I came out. Sweeping up. Nothing happened in the kitchen because, man, this guy has a lot of work cut out for him. He's got a lot of work to do. Did I just disappear for a minute? What happened? What happens when I check a different screen? I just got a Venmo. Thank you so much for the Venmo. I appreciate that. You have no idea People who send Venmos are incredibly generous, and they make the world go round, for real, seriously. And they wanted to get my take, and I don't know if they want to be shouted out, so I'm just playing it safe, and I'm gonna say, I'm not gonna say their name in case they want to be anonymous. If they do want to have a shout out, it's time to put the pizza in. If they do want a shout out, then I apologize for not shouting you out, but I will next time if you want me to. But I'm just going to play it safe and not shout them out. And they wanted to get my take on the new Natalie Cuomo heckler video. And I have to say, I haven't seen it. So if I watch it right now, because I'm on my phone, because I don't have internet on my laptop, so if I watch it right now, the stream will pause. I'm assuming this was a recent thing that happened. So here's what I'll do. I'll ask for everyone's patience, and I'll look it up real quick, even though I don't know where it is. Is it on YouTube? Someone tell me in the chat. Where'd the chat go? Here we go. Someone tell me in the chat where this video is. Is it on YouTube or is it on Instagram? Because I want to go there efficiently so that I'm not off of the stream for very long. Well, that's a good idea. Should do laundry. Look at these locks. Look how long they are. What is a lock like this for? Why does the thing need to be that long? So you could go through this way? I don't know these things. Tell you what, there is a horrible smell that comes out of there, and it only happens at night, and I don't know what that's about. I don't know what that's about. But I want it to end because it came all the way back to my bedroom last night, and that was very unpleasant. And I need, all right, all right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pause this or whatever. It's not paused, but it's like I'm still here, but I'm going to go watch this Natalie Cuomo video because I want to see what happened. If I can figure out how to do this real quick. Hello, lies. AC seems to work. All right, so I'm gonna answer it anyway because I'm still gonna put this video up. Listen, looks like the crowd enjoyed it, and hold on. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the crowd enjoyed it. I'm talking about the Natalie Cuomo video. It looks like well, everybody left because I paused the stream. That's why. So it looks like the crowd had a great time and enjoyed it. I think that the guy didn't mind what happened. I think it's not a big deal. Of course, people are going to make it a big deal because that's what people do. But I don't think it's a big deal at all. I think that she headlines clubs, so her audience comes out to see her. So her audience is going to support her no matter what she does. So other people that's just the nature of it. Other people who aren't a fan of hers are gonna watch this video, or they're gonna judge it, based on them not being there. So I'll say this, which probably what everybody else is saying, was that it's too angry, too aggressive. So, as soon as you get angry, you lose. That's the rule in comedy. As soon as you get angry, you've lost. So she lost. However, I don't know. I just watched it real quick so I could jump back on here and give my take, but it looks like the video might be edited down. So I'm talking about the Natalie Cuomo video. So the heckler video that came out. So it looks like it might be edited, so I can't see the whole thing. But she didn't lose the crowd because that's her crowd. So she can be that way in front of her crowd. This is what I was talking about earlier on why it doesn't matter. Why comedic skills don't matter. And I'm not going to sit here and go, she's not funny. I'm saying that if she came from a place where she had worked the road a lot before she built her following, she wouldn't have done that, because she would have had the experience to know she would have been in that situation already and knew how to handle it. I'm guessing that was her first time in a situation like that with somebody that aggressive and somebody who was in the very front row who was willing to say that. So I think that she definitely feels, I think she feels incompetent in that moment and is angry out of the embarrassment of not knowing how to handle that. So that's where that comes from. But you shouldn't get angry, because the minute you get angry is the minute you lose. Whoever gets angry first loses, and it can't be the comic. So, but like I said before, that's her crowd. They don't care, so therefore it does not matter. She's not a random comic doing a random club week booked on someone else's show. She's headlining. That's her crowd. Why is there smoke coming out of this? She's headlining. That's her crowd, and they're cheering for her. They cheered for her to react that way. So it's literally nobody else has the right to say anything, because the people in the crowd are the ones who bought the tickets. They're the ones with the most say. So that's internet cult. That's what the internet does. That's the problem with one of the problems. So it doesn't matter at the end of the day. So now, if it wasn't her crowd, even if she didn't sell the tickets and she was headlining that, but she was still headlining that, that would have been a problem for sure. That would have been a problem with an owner of a club. That would have been a problem if she featured and did that. That would have been a problem with the headliner. That would have been a huge problem. But her crowd, her ticket sales, her week, not a problem. Comedically, that's not how you handle that. So she'll know that moving forward. She's not a honed professional. So yeah, she's not a honed professional. So we are witnessing her gain experience in real time. And yeah. Now, if she does it again, then she will have learned nothing, which is not good. But she can afford to do it again, because like I said, she's not doing shows where she's not headlining and her crowd isn't there. So, yeah, but I think she'll probably watch that and she might hopefully, yeah, and she's young too, so she might look at that and go, okay, I don't want to lose my composure like that again, or that looks bad, or how can I make that funnier next time? That's immediately what you do when you have a situation like that. When you're learning, you have a situation like that, you have to fail that way to learn. So it's, and she's the one, I'm assuming she's the one who put the video out. So she wanted it out there to get the views, because that's what entertainment is about these days, is the views and all that stuff. That's just the nature of it now. So. Yeah. That's my take. Hopefully next time. She also, here's the thing, she didn't shut him down immediately. You've got to shut someone down immediately. She didn't, she stumbled, she paused, she froze up because she was like, I don't know what to do in this situation. That guy kept going because she wasn't shutting him down. Well, people are still saying that Atlantic City is canceled. Was that said today on Chad's show? I don't even think that guy was trolling in the audience. I don't think that heckler was doing that. Maybe he was. Maybe he was like, hey, I want to get on the video. But why the fuck is there so much? I have a... Oh, great. Now I need to go back and get this. So, yeah, that's my take. If that ever happens again, she'll have stuff ready and prepared. And because she'll be like, what do I want to do next time? What do I want to say next time? Anytime, and I don't even know if she feels like she fucked up. Maybe she doesn't even feel that way. Maybe she feels like that was a win for her because the crowd cheered. But next, if you feel embarrassed and you feel like fuck, I should have handled that better, you immediately start thinking about it's one of those what I would have said moments. And she had that, so next time she'll know. She'll be ready. She'll be ready next time. But like I said, at the end of the day, she doesn't even have to do that because she has that luxury of not needing to do that, I guess. Except for people online saying whatever negative things they're saying. Okay, yeah. Done. What is that? I just accidentally touched the dryer. Tarnished said AC is not canceled. Oh, you clipped it? Okay. Well, I'll watch your clip. What's Kevin angry about? I'll watch the clip. Oh, right. Chad did say that. He said that anybody who was there before 7 could stay. I didn't even remember the part about her implying that he was gay. Oh, I actually assumed that he was with a woman when she said, "Are you two together?" So is that the part that people are, I don't even, because I don't know what people are saying. Bob. Who's Bob? Oh, Bob Levy. Was that, did I watch the correct clip? Um, well, I'll have to watch Doom's clip of what happened, but I do remember, without knowing what happened, I do remember. I do remember Chad saying that about the owner saying, if anybody's here before this time, they can stay. We're not going to kick anyone out. So I'm assuming that what happened was that Chad was, the owner must have been like, no, 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 if you want to rent the whole space and have it be private, then you have to pay to rent the whole space and have it be private. I'm assuming that's what happened. And then, yeah, I don't know. So. Oh shit. Oh yeah. I mean, it should absolutely be private. This is, first of all, this is my phone. So this is in 1080. What are you talking about? It cost $4,000 to rent out the place. Fuck that. No, I didn't know what was gonna happen. Why would I know? Or be informed of such things? There's one shoot. Okay. It's probably, I don't know, maybe it's the lighting or something. Yeah, I don't, and I went to go watch Chad's show, but I think he took it down, right? So it's on Patreon. Oh man, I left the pizza in too long because now it's all crispy, and I don't like crispy pizza. I'm using a switchblade to cut my pizza because I don't have utensils. I mean, I have plastic forks. Oh, it's on Chad's Locals. Well, Chad already had said that it was sort of not. I mean, here's the thing. You just assume that people are going to leave when they find out that there's a show going on. But if you're like, hey, there's a show going on, they're not going to want to be there. You would think they would want to leave. But I could see a problem. And I don't even know if this is the problem. I'm just talking without seeing the clip. Mm, 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 mm. I left it in too long. See, I don't like my pizza brown like that. Did I burn it? I burned the pizza. Oh, anyone's allowed to come in and sit at the bar? Why wouldn't the bar seats be sold? I don't have a microwave. Should I put it in the dishwasher? What the fuck is that noise? Oh my god, it's raining. You hear it? It's not going to be a storm though. Thank fucking God, because I don't want to be here for a storm by myself. Just in case. Way too crispy. I want to be able to, I like a floppy pizza. I like a nice flaccid pie. Yeah, the rain could be ASMR. What about me eating this pizza? Is that ASMR? Overdid it. It wasn't even in for the recommended amount of time either. So this oven is very strong. Who's my favorite clipper? I think they're all great. Some of them are, too long. I don't think that clips should be long because it prevents people from like signing up, paying money to see the Patreon and other things. The last time I serviced my car, I don't blow my car. I don't put my finger in its muffler either. I think a clip should be no longer than 10 minutes, honestly. Because, yeah. What's the last oil change I got? I don't know. Why? Unless you're talking about having sex, which I used to call it that like 10 years ago. When I would call my boyfriend and tell him that I wanted to have sex, I would say, I need an oil change. This is nuts. Why are you guys awake? I have an excuse. But why are you awake? Cardio? I haven't seen any Bigfoot since I've been here. Should I see if there's any in here? Woo! Nope. Nothing. You have insomnia? That's terrible. Insomnia sucks. It's horrible. Yes, my tires are good. Everything's great. Everything is in working order. What? Don't talk about people's kids. It's not fair. I mean, it's inappropriate is what I mean. It's not fair to them. You relax. You're the one all uptight. 21 questions about my car. I'm talking to somebody tomorrow. I have people who are going to do characters. I need a drink. I ordered a vanilla vodka and Diet Coke tonight. Guess how much it cost? $9.41. That's way too much fucking money. Raining again. It stopped raining, now it's raining again. I'm basically doing what people would do before there was electricity. Except for the talking to someone. I bet you would be, you know what I mean. I know, it's overcooked. Hey, Thompson. Wasn't expecting that. The pizza said to put the oven on 450. No, I'm not going to eat the crust. I think one side might be more burnt than the other. Can I have one of these? These are so good. I was addicted to them for a while. Oh wait, I'm not gonna have it. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm gonna have water. $450 Fahrenheit. Are you guys excited that I'm in the kitchen where a woman belongs? All right. I only bought one thing. I bought a pack of plastic forks, and then I bought this. This is all I'm using to eat out of because I don't have a microwave, so I can heat everything up in the oven with this. I can store things in it. I can't eat cold things out of it. This is all they had back in the pioneer days, was one glass pan. Isn't this what Perry Caravello does? He just like streams himself making food. Oh, hold on. This is powdered. Oh, wait, this is not all gonna fit. I have to smash it a little. This one didn't fit, so I have to eat it. Ugh. Yeah, I got gigs coming up, Teddy. Magooby's Comedy Club in Timonium, Maryland. Performing Arts Center at Kent State. And then some other performing arts center in Kentucky. And I can't remember the name of the city. It's either Ashbury or Ashland. I can't remember. The Desert Escort candidates. I have two. There are two more I haven't asked yet. But the trip is pushed back because I got booked. I'm not putting on a negligee. I don't have eggs. Well, I'd probably never own a chicken. No. I know, I gotta watch this clip about Atlantic City to see what's going on. I was in counseling during the show. What do you mean? Well, mm, 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 mm. KB is he's like a dad who's adopted all of us wayward souls. That's just stupid metaphor. You thought Chad was gonna cry? That's what they do. That's what he do. Damn, this must be some good clip. Is it long? Should I watch it now? Whenever I left to watch the Cuomo clip, literally everybody left except for one person. But then they came back. How does that work? Does it say I'm live again or something? I don't understand. I don't understand YouTube. Oh my God. Was Kevin on the whole episode? So he just yelled at him at the beginning, right? And then he stayed for the whole episode, or did he leave? Oh. Is the show on Locals for free, or do you have to pay? I'm assuming you have to buy a subscription, which everybody should do. No! I think nobody talks to me. Except for when it's about me, you know? We don't all have a group chat. There is a clip of it. Already talking about this. Oh, okay. It's on YouTube and Locals. See? Now I'm going to see the clip, which means... No, I'd sign up for Chad's Locals and YouTube anyway, but... I was invited to AC. It happened on the air. Oh, I love it when he comes in hot. No, I can't show a clip because I'm on my phone because I don't have Wi-Fi. I was not the top guest. Nerd. My stand-up is on my YouTube channel. It's an old clip, but it's up there. Yeah, I need new clips. Why is this oven not cooling off? Did Mike cancel? Machete? I can still go to AC if I want to. I'm everywhere all the time. Yeah, everyone going will have fun. AC is going to be a blast. My favorite late night host is like current, because David Letterman will always be my guy. Currently, I don't watch any late night. See that? You think it's going to be my tits? And then it's a public service announcement. I have an old Conan hat. It's yeah, I have an old Conan hat from Late Night Conan O'Brien. It has has his logo on it with his face and the wave in his hair. I have that hat. And I used to have a Late Night with Conan t-shirt, but I got rid of it. Oh. 3, okay. What the fuck, A. Thompson? You're creeping me out, bro. Fuck. I can't have this in here. Kevin's right. That door is creepy.